and welcome informers to another app review. Before we get started here, I just wanted to say I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get a new video up and running. My screen recorder app wasn't working on my phone very well for some reason, but I think we got it figured out. It wasn't one to upload to YouTube, so we were having some issues with that. But now that we got it up and running, it's good to have everybody back. I want to say that we've hit 78 subs, and that is fantastic. We are well on our way to 100 subs. Join in the Informer Army. So this is great news, for all of us. And as we continue to build the channel and stuff like that, we have a lot of really cool, neat things coming. So without further ado, though, I'm going to introduce you to the Pi Network. I'm the Digital Asset Informer. So the Pi app is a Pi miner, and it's mining a cryptocurrency called Pi. And this is a very new app in existence. It's only been around for a little while. They've gone through their first halving, which they did at 100K pioneers is what they call them, or people that use the app. And their next one's going to be at 1 million. Right now they're at 150K. I've been using this app for probably about a week and a half. Just to kind of get a gist of how it works. As you can see at the top, there's a ticker that's showing the as my Pi is going up. So we're going to kind of just start off in the left corner there, and this is actually the home screen that you see right here. And this home screen changes from time to time and gives you different updates, different news. Down at the bottom, you can see that they have a little note from the Pi Core team that's talking about the mining rate and how the mining rate is going to get halved again at 1 million engaged pioneers. So this is very, very early in existence. So early, in fact, that it is not on any exchanges yet, which is beneficial for you and me because as we mine it, we're getting it before anybody else, which is kind of nice. So as we go down here, we're going to go to the Earn Pi, and it shows you kind of how things work. So you have the Pioneer level, which is what we are, and as a user, and every 24 hours you have to click a button, and it shows you that you're actively mining again. And it does the 24 hours so that way you don't have any bots that are sitting there taking over the mining field and stuff like that. So every 24 hours you click it and you get 0.39 Pi per hour. Then as a contributor, which after 3 days of using the app and doing 3 mining sessions, you can declare 5 security connections, which is a group of your friends or a group of just people in general that become part of your security circle that takes an effect. And it also gives you 0.39 Pi per hour. So that on top of your original Pioneer status gives you an increase. And then you have the Ambassador tier, which is basically you personally inviting new pioneers to the team. And for every member that you have, your base Pi rating of your active users goes up. So right now I only have one. And it's somebody that recruited me to this, and so as it says there, I haven't invited anybody, which I've tried briefly just to see if there was any interest just from my friends, and as it goes up, so that's just increasing your Pi. And then eventually, as you can see down at the bottom, they have nodes, which nodes are going to be part of the Pi mining software that you're going to be able to get on your computer eventually, and it's going to help secure the blockchain based on the security connections from the contributors. So it's a pretty neat setup. And so as we go down this list here, though, you go to the earning team, it shows you your pioneers. Obviously this is the guy that invited me. And then as we continue down, it goes to the roles, which is explaining all those different roles. And then they have something top right corner here is the chat area, which they do have a pretty active chat really for the pioneers area. And then also you have your announcements that they do on a pretty regular basis. So as you're going through this, when you look at your security connections, which is the top right with the little security shield, it shows your security circle. It shows how strong your network connection is. And how strong your security network is. And as you put 1 or 2 members in, it'll be like weak and then medium and then strong. And you can add those users from existing Pi users, or you can also add them from your contacts or your group of friends, which is, how you're really supposed to do it, so that way you can secure the network with trusted people. But there are a lot of people on Facebook and stuff that are looking to add to their security networks to begin with. So it's a pretty interesting app for being just kind of fresh out of their beta phase. So when we go to the FAQ, it tells you a lot about the app itself. It does explain that this isn't a beta section of running, and it talks about what Pi is. It talks about how the app works, and it leaves a lot of information for people who want to know. And it also talks about how Pi is eventually going to be worth money, like actual fiat currency. So it's kind of interesting on how it all works. And then, as you can see on the left bottom, there's a white paper, which at some point we're going to be doing a deep analysis of, because I do think that this concept is pretty interesting. And then you have the core team, and the core team is the group of Stanford PhDs and instructors that came up with this concept. And you can read all about their profile and what they do and how they want to unlock the human potential on a global scale, which is extremely neat. And then you have your main profile. Your main profile is going to talk about, it's going to have your email address on it and stuff like that. So I'm not going to show you it right now, but it also has your username that you're going to put in when you start, and some other contact information and stuff. So it's a pretty neat concept. Like I said, this app is in beta. It's pretty brand new, really, when you think about how many people are engaged in it as pioneers. So it'll be interesting to see how this app develops over time. But so that's it for me, Informers. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I would love it if you guys would go check it out. I believe my code, if you go in there and use it, is @digitalinform. And I would love to go ahead and get you guys on my security team, or even on the friends aspect of it. This app doesn't have very many downsides to it right now. It's a pretty well done app. So, but until next time, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, Informers, I'm the Digital Asset Informer.